Hey everyone, I'm Tom from Sleep Foundation.
And hi, I'm Lacey from Sleep Foundation. Today we're talking about our favorite sleep gifts for couples.
Yeah, with Valentine's Day coming up, we thought it was a great time to look at some gifts that you can buy so both you and your partner can get some great sleep.
Okay, Tom, so let's talk about how we decided on these gifts in particular. First, we wanted to recommend gifts that we've personally used and really like.
Yeah, these are all items that we've been using in our homes and, as you said, have really come to like. We should also say that for the most part, we've tried to consider items that are good for both partners.
So these are not gifts that you give to your partner for just their benefit or for yours.
Yeah, couples gifts. We also try to keep these relatively reasonably priced. Nothing here is going to be too expensive.
All right, so let's get started. Okay, so Tom, when was the last time you bought sheets or even thought of buying sheets?
I don't remember.
Exactly. That's why we thought it'd be a good idea to recommend a new set of sheets for you and your partner.
Something you both can benefit from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these are some of our favorite. These are the bamboo sheets by Cozy Earth. They are sold in a set that includes one flat sheet, one fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. And these also come in 5 different colors. So what we really love about these is how soft and silky they are. We should also add that what gives this silky sheen is the sateen weave. This weave gives a luxurious feel to the sheets, and you'll find that these soften after every single wash. These sheets range from between $250 to $350, depending on the size you choose. So if that sounds like a lot to you, just remember you're buying a gift. That's it. I mean, period. You're buying a gift. It's fine.
And
but then
you're right. It's something you both benefit from.
yeah,
right?
then you also get to use it.
Yeah.
So you're really buying for 2 people. So if you put that price together, it's great.
Okay, so next up is a sleep tracker from TempurPedic. Most sleep trackers are probably familiar. You wear them on your wrist. You can wear a sleep tracker that's a ring. I love this one because you don't wear it. You simply slip this under your mattress and it tracks your sleep. Here's how it works. You install these trackers, these paddle things, underneath your mattress. You put one on your side of the bed. The other goes on your partner's side. Each get plugged into this little, I guess, charging unit here, which gets plugged into the wall. That's it. And you just kind of go to sleep. And it tracks both the quality of your sleep, the duration of your sleep. Also, interestingly, the one thing I loved about this is it tracks your environment. So it also tracks how much humidity is in your room, how much CO2, and even the temperature. Now, the cool thing is each partner has their own account. So I set this up for me and for my wife. We would go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and we each get an email or an alert on our phone that would indicate how well we slept.
Wow. So you get scored on your sleep.
So you get scored on your sleep. Yeah.
Who won?
The thing I like about this is there's nothing to charge. There's nothing to wear. You just sort of put it under your bed and you forget about it. I love that it's just a passive device. And it's a great gift if you want the ability to track both your sleep and your partner's sleep and not have to worry about wearing anything, again, charging anything. It's just kind of there for you.
So next up is a white noise machine from YogaSleep. Now, we love using white noise machines here at Sleep Foundation. You gave me one that we talked about here in another video. I never turn it off.
Yeah.
It has changed my life, and I am not kidding. I am not being dramatic. It's amazing.
Once you get used to this, sleep is not the same.
This machine we have is the YogaSleep Dream Center. YogaSleep has a bunch of different sound machines, but this one is perhaps the most versatile. This plays 26 different soundtracks. It has white noise, 10 sleep songs, and 7 nature sounds. You can also set it to play for either 45 minutes, 90 minutes, or up to 8 hours.
So very versatile.
This sound machine is also perfect for masking your partner's sound at night or any ambient noise around your bedroom or home.
So partners who snore,
Yeah.
talk in their sleep, calling.
Yes.
So if you live in a city, this would be perfect. It masks some of that ambient noise outside. Or conversely, if you live like in the countryside, it can give you some noise.
Cover up your neighbor's rooster. My best friend actually lives next door to a rooster. So every morning.
I think I mentioned this in a different video, but I have this right outside my kids' room, which helps mask my sound after they go to bed. They can doze off and I can do the dishes or watch TV or whatever, and it doesn't quite disturb them.
That's awesome.
White noise machines, game changer. Love
Yes, life changer. So next up is this oil diffuser from Project 62. Pleasing scents can prepare your body and mind for sleep. They can help us get in the mood for sleep and help us stay asleep. Personally, I like to use a diffuser or candles. You can't leave candles on while you sleep, so that's what diffusers are really awesome for.
I love the idea of just introducing a scent into your bedroom and having that be like a consistent scent that you encounter before you go to bed.
Signature sleep scent. So this one retails for about $20. You fill it with water. We already have water in the chamber, turned it on already. Put a couple drops of oil. The cool thing about diffusers, say you and your partner don't like the same scent. There are so many different oils to choose from. Now, say you liked lemon. You could do lemon and cinnamon. You can kind of experiment. It's really fun.
I mean, kind of a fun date night. Go smell a bunch of essential oils and figure out what you guys like.
Have an essential oil tasting.
Yeah.
And then just to turn it on, there's just a button. So some diffusers do have a thicker vapor spout. This one you really can't tell, but you can definitely smell it.
Yeah, it doesn't really impact the smell.
Yeah, it would be great on a shelf with some plants, books, some vases. This one in particular runs for 4 hours continuously or 8 hours intermittently. And we found this was good for rooms from 400 to 500 square feet, so it's great for a bedroom.
Finally, we have a book by Dr. Wendy Troxel called Sharing the Covers. Dr. Troxel wrote this book in 2021. She's a friend of Sleep Foundation. She's a member of our medical advisory panel. A book like this can be a really intentional way to spend time together and have meaningful conversation around how you sleep and what you need out of your sleep. Part of what Troxel is arguing for is that we typically think about sleep as being very individual. I go to sleep, you go to sleep, and that's the end of the story.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. I'll see you in 8 hours or whatever. One of the things that she likes to argue for is that sleep is social. How we sleep together or how we sleep material impacts how we relate to each other.
The idea that sleep is social, that makes so much sense. So the book has like a workbook and things like that, right?
That's right. So in addition to just sort of outlining expectations around sleep and how we sleep, there are pages in here that you and your partner can do together to foster further conversation. There's workbooks, there are shared action plans that you can do together. The idea here is just intentionally creating time to intentionally connect with each other. Oftentimes it doesn't even really matter what the reason is to connect as long as you connect. So again, if you're not looking to spend a lot of money, but you want to give the gift of intentional time together, Sharing the Covers is a great choice. Well, Lacey, that is it for this one. What was your favorite?
I say my favorite is the sound machine, but I already have a sound machine. So I think I'm gonna go with sheets because I love sheets, especially sheets I wouldn't normally buy myself. I'm gonna say sheets.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Those are great
I really
sheets.
like that though too. I like that. How about you?
You know, there's nothing like walking into a room that smells really nice. I think I would go with the oil diffuser.
That's a good choice.
It's also really versatile too, right? You can just mix and match scents.
Yeah, not only can you use it for sleep, but you can use it in the daytime too.
Well, that's it for this one, everyone. We have links to everything in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, leave us a comment below.
And may your gift giving be extra cuddly this year. Sleep well. Let's make a heart.
Make a heart.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day.